Catch it with two hands, release it underneath you to Casey. At that point, you'll turn to Theo. Receive a toss at the hands, just turning, not a lot of footwork. Then come back to me for another tennis ball. We'll do 6 or so, all right? And then we'll switch it up. So, ready? Yep. Good. There, come with me. Still part of the warm-up. I'm not crushing the ball. Not Pete Sampras. Just there to get his eyes on something. Same tosses from you guys. We'll go to you first, Theo. Right. That's it. Good. That's it. Good. Notice his eyes. Never lose focus on whichever ball he's catching. Good. It helps that these are neon, nevertheless. Good, Case. Hands on the lap, and then slowly or quickly reacting to a ball tossed over their head. Tennis ball here, soccer ball there. 10. Yep. Good. Under control. Catch with the eyes as well as the hands. One of the things one of my mentors told me is, what do you catch a soccer ball with? Everyone says hands or wrists or elbows. Your eyes, first and foremost, catch this. It's the #1 deficiency I see amongst goalkeepers at any level, is they tend to look at anything but the ball when they catch. They get so used to catching the ball that they end up catching it up here and looking straight out. They're not catching me, they're not catching the shooter. This helps train their eyes just as much as their reactions with their hands. Good. Switch well between foreigners and Americans. Good. Okay. Let's go. Let's put our gloves on. Good. Balls in the air. Balls in the air. As soon as I drop it, he collapses to it. All right. Let's go back. Same thing on here. Yep. Eyes on it. Eyes on it. Change the height. Yep. And then go get it. Good. Real simple. You can do it there and back twice, just to get them to hit the ground and get their brains engaged. All right. Next one. Theo, jump in this window right here. Can you guys knock me those balls just through Theo's legs? I just want to gather again. Theo will be the one where I kind of hear the drop. Okay? Nick, just pump out wide. Keep track of it. Dan, you'll be next. So, Casey, you jump out here. Dan, you jump in behind Theo. Theo, just do 4 to 6. All right, see how it goes. Real easy. All right, balls out wide here. I'm dropping one ball at a time. He's got to decide which one's going to drop, react to it, and then slap it out with a good deflection. So, okay? Yes, good. Pop back up. Reload. Good. Focus on the hand positioning. Good, strong hand, not just fingers, not just palm. Yeah, good. Extend the body. Let the body take off. Yep. If you want to help make it a little bit harder, you can just drop. Now it's harder as opposed to this one a little bit easier where I can toss it up a little bit. It gives him a little bit more time. Dan, jump in. He's going to deflect to keep it out. Right in. Good. Pop back up. Good. Again, the pace at which you toss it will dictate the progression. If I want to toss it faster like that, now you got to react a lot quicker. 2 more. Good. Last one. One more. Just like to keep them on their toes. Yes. Good. Good. So, another key point is goalkeepers are going to make mistakes on this. You want to make it difficult. The focus is making that one key reaction save off a header. That one deflection save that keeps you in a game, or even more so will change the complexion of the game. So sometimes in some of these, what you'll see, they may not make a majority of the saves, except for that one where you just think, whoop, how did he just make that save? It's because he missed those first few that he was tuned in to make that one save. The more you train that, the more in a game when they're chilling for 85 minutes, that in the 88th minute, when that ball comes in off a corner and the defender comes in, snaps it down, it bounces off his shin guard, and he's got to change direction to keep it out, that's why you use that one special one. On the hand positioning, as well as your body position, and always expecting the ball. If you take 2 or 3 key points from what I'm telling you guys in the next 20 to 30 minutes, the one is keeping the goalkeeper's brain engaged. As soon as the goalkeeper doesn't think that that ball's coming to them, they lose the edge. They lose their advantage of being able to make big saves. The other part is what I alluded to earlier in terms of catching the ball with your eyes. Always having your eyes on the ball as much as that's beaten into our youth at baseball, football, you're always keeping your eyes on the ball, it's never more true than for goalkeepers. Part of this exercise, all right? You can do this with a tennis ball as well, actually, but just for time constraints, I want to keep it flowing. So none of them are going to catch it. They're in a tight circle, and they're keeping the ball in the air. I tell these guys, always expect that it's coming to you. There's no order. You can go to any one of them, but just keep it in the air. So, ready? Yep. Good. Notice their body position, their feet, dancing, bodies forward. Good. Quick hands, when you have to keep it on that. Yes. Good, good, good. That's it. That's it. High energy. That's all right. Another one. Yep. Good. Slowly move to the right. Move to the right as we go now. Good. Don't let that detract from keeping it up. You want to avoid it going above the head level. Keeping it right in between neck height and I would say waist height. Yep. Left now. Right now. Left. Right. Yes. Yes. Left. Right. Yes. Left. Good. 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 Relax. Good. It's also a cool way to have fun. Little kids love that one. Or younger kids, I should say, not the window. These small balls you don't need, but everything I do, you can do with 2 cones and a bag of balls. I know that goalkeeper coaches don't always have goals. They don't always have a ton of space. You can do all this in a tight space with very limited resources. That's another key part of the utility. 2 servers. I'm back here. I dictate where that serve comes from. Nick has no idea, so he just reacted. Meanwhile, both guys will act as if they are going to be the one to hit it, so you'll watch. Ready, Nick? Good. Hit the goal. Score goals. Put it in the net. Good. Keep it on the ground for me, Theo. Yes. Deflect, Nick. Deflect, Nick. Stay true to it. Stay true to it. One more, Dan, then you jump in. Good. Difficult. All right. That's the point. Again, you can adjust the distance. You can adjust the one server. And you can tighten the window here. I've made it a little bit more difficult here. It's about, well, it's about the width of a full goal. What you can do is make it tighter here. Again, first goalkeeper in front, he's not allowed to touch it. He's really there to just mess with the the goalkeeper and back. The serve, again, I want to try and aim for the outside of the columns, just inside the post of the goals. But it depends on the level. Sometimes you want to keep it close to the body and just build their confidence, and that's fine. Casey, I want you to dive in front of all these now. Alright, based on the side of the list. Good. So he's letting it go by. There's just something messing with his eye coordination as he sees it. Good. Casey, you switch with Theo. So you have the profile of goalkeepers. Theo's a little shorter. True. A little bit. But his reactions, his footwork, his quickness are accentuated when he does things like this. Casey, and he'll be the first one to tell you, hasn't been used to this type of training. And so for him to have his mindset properly so he avoids the leaning that he's so guilty of, I stay on you about it, but it's gotten much better, to be quite honest. So there's something in it for everybody. It's not always going to look the same for every goalkeeper. So keep that in mind as you're coaching. Right, Casey? Yeah, set. You're still upright. Make sure that you're set. Yeah. Good. Next thing. Yep. That's better. Try and still attack it a little bit more. Dive out. Instead of back. See it. Good. Yes. Good. Two more, Casey.
This goalkeeper brought to you by Delta Airlines.
One more, let's finish on goal. Starting to get warm, my accuracy is skyrocketing. Yes, good touch! Good. Sometimes a fingertip is just all you need as a goalkeeper to make that, again, that one save. I was lining him up a little bit, but eventually he made that one great save, whereas a forward, you're thinking, I don't know if I'm ever going to beat him. That's what we're trying to do. Okay, action in terms of the speed at which you turn, so he'll have his back to me. He'll turn quickly, keep his body weight forward, and then react to one of three serves. Alright? So I'm going to have it in my hands. I can bounce it, or I can drop it at my feet. Yeah, just stand with everything else just behind me, just in case you do. Please. See you away. Just toss it. Just toss me down. So, the three serves that are potential ones for me to hit. One. Alright, so the ball goes through, Nick's legs, good. Let me one in. There, I can hit this ball, try and beat him in one of those two small holes. Alright? Two. Go ahead, Nick. I can let that one go, and now I'm trying to bounce it into one of those two holes. Alright? Third. Yep, play it. I let it go through, and I just drop it here, and it flaps next to it. Three variations. I can do any one of those three at any time. Nick, I want you to reflect. Okay? Even the bouncers, not this one, sorry. Touche. Right, Nick? Yep. Yes. Deflect that, though. Deflect it. Hit somebody in the crowd. See if they're awake. Good. See, bigger hand, focus more on getting it there. You're so consumed with making the save that you weren't watching your hand hit that ball. Yep. Yeah, Nick, right here. Come on. Good, pop back up. Straight in, Nick, straight in. Two more. Yep. Yes! One more. Great save, Nick. Yes. Oh. Good, switch, Nick, and jump in. Same thing. Ready? Yep. Oh. Back side. Yeah. Good. Yep. Good. See if you can get more of the dig. Pretending to do more of that like you had back in the day. Get more underneath and push it out. with these, I would err on the side of caution. It takes a lot out of the guys to be constantly set like this. And I'm sure they're cursing me when they get out of here and they're in the cold tub thinking, well, why did Danny make me dive 12 times? There has to be some kind of dialogue between you and the goalkeepers. And you can also read the signs of, do they look like they're lethargic, or are they still, not on their toes? You can look for little signs like that when they're getting crushed. Again, that's part of being the coach's reading. What are they getting out of it? But also, are they being lazy, or are they legitimately tired? Ready? Keep it on the ground. Keep it on the ground. Don't lean. Don't lean. Good. Yep, straight in. Good. Yes. You come in tight like that. Again, I want to make it difficult for these guys. Come on, come on, come on. Yeah! One more, Nick. Last one, Nick. Keep it out, keep it out. Yeah, good. Good stretch. Good. Okay. You guys will be there with the balls. Let's use all of these. It's not on your diagrams, but hopefully it's not too difficult to pencil in or pen in. That very convenient notes section you guys have. Until it goes in or it's out of bounds. Casey, you're a biased party, so I'm the only one that can read that. If it goes out that way, it just starts again. Make sense? Okay, so I'm in here. That ball travels to me, yep. Then I'm trying to score on either you or Dan. Make sense? Okay, now I can come in here. I can practice my flicks. I can do whatever. You guys just keep it out of here. If you make a save, it bounces out here. You can poke it with your feet or with your hands to score on Dan. The key is to try and have Dan give up more goals and you let up. You've done this one, all right? I don't want you guys killing each other. No killing. Okay? So,
no more
friendly competition, but something to get them going a little bit as you close out a session, especially as they're then going to segue into working with field players who don't really care about the goalkeepers and just want to score. So, this is a nice way to get the competitive juices flowing as we then progress to where they're going to leave you and go play the game of soccer on a bigger scale. Ready? Yep. Good. Yes. Constantly turned on, constantly expecting it. Yep. Yes, great save. Good deal. Back in. Well done, bud. Yep. Woo! 1. 1-1. That's good. A little bit of hockey, but in tight on breakaways. We want them to be in here, closing up all the holes. 1-1. Terrible. Sorry. Yes, yes, yes. Good, 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 good. 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 One more. Then we'll switch. Yep. Oh, one more. Yes, I am. Right. Oh! Good, switch. How many was that? 1-1? Alright. Again, you can switch the side where the balls come from. You can increase the distance of the goals. I mean, you can mess around with it. The beauty of working here, in my opinion, is Ken gives me the autonomy, the freedom to do whatever I want. I'm sure if he's somewhere on the field, on given days where I'm doing stuff like this, double taking, thinking, what's Danny doing now? But at least I have that ability to change things, and I love to have that trust, whether it's from your director of coaching, whether it's from the parents, that you're making it fun, and it's also functional. I think that's a huge, huge component of it. Yep. Whoa. Yes. Oh, well done. Good. Yes! 1-1. Yes, good. That's another variation Dave's been utilizing. So goalkeepers tend to cheat off their post. I like like to give that server the freedom to now catch a cheating where if he's already looking at this ball, that ball might be something behind him. Well done, Dan. Well done, Dan. Here we go. Yes. Good save, Nick. Two more. Is it 1-1? No. 2-1.